Are you a musician looking for a music video or to have a concert filmed? Are you a local business in need of an advert? Are you getting married or have an event you'd like captured forever on film? Shirt and Tie Productions are a video production company who take pride in being able to create a video for anything you could possibly need. So please contact us 077 09 086 176 or at dmabrooks@aol.com. That's DMABROOKS@aol.com or via Facebook to discuss your video future. Shirt and Tie Productions. Videos of class. Emilio, do you want to say hello?
Hello, how are you?
Do you want to introduce yourself first?
So I'm Emilio. I'm mainly a contemporary classical guitarist. But yeah, I also play bass guitar for Lunacy and the Lunatics.
Okay, so how did you get into music then?
It mainly started when I started secondary school, really. Basically, my sister started having piano lessons. My parents said, "Well, what do you want to play?" And I was like, "Maybe the guitar." Started having lessons, and yeah, I suppose it's just kind of evolved from there, really.
Okay. So do you want to play us a little song today?
Yeah, sure. This first piece is a original composition of mine, which is called Red River, which is basically inspired. It's my first composition that's inspired by the Red River, which runs through. I think it's Hale, and past the Red River in and out towards. I think it's Gwyvion over there. But yeah.
Cool. Take it away.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. The river isn't actually red in Helston, is it?
No.
Okay, that'd be some apocalyptic stuff.
No.
Okay, so do you want to tell us about all this? It's for you those of you home. He has about 7 pedals strapped to a sheet of metal that he's kicking around. What do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. I'm a recent graduate, Falmouth University, and in my second year I had a module called timbre, which is basically just exploring the different sounds of different instruments and not playing them as you might expect. And as part of this, I researched into guitar pedals, which are common, with a lot of guitarists in like rock and metal bands, to create different sounds. Like you have distortion and stuff like that. And basically, I looked into different types of reverb, which you can hear chorus. I've also got a pitch shifter, which I can create bass notes on a normal guitar. I've also got distortion, delay, which is similar to what's his name, The Edge in U2 uses. I've also got a Mellotron effect pedal, which recreates some of the 1920s Mellotron keyboard sounds, which basically is a tape replay machine of different instruments. And then also the loop pedal, perhaps made famous by Ed Sheeran. I use it in a slightly different way to him. But yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned you just finished music course at uni. How did you find that?
It's definitely I didn't see much change whilst I was there in the way I played, but then looking back at my playing prior to uni and what it is now, I can see a huge change. So before uni, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. All I knew is that I played classical guitar and I liked playing classical guitar, but I was perhaps a little bit tired of the normal kind of repertoire.
Okay.
Which is kind of why I've started creating my own stuff, I suppose.
Okay. Speaking of your own stuff, do you want to play us an original? Is that right?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. What have you got for us?
So this next one is another original. It's called Aurora, and it's basically trying to create. It's composed to recreate a landscape scene with the northern lights, the Aurora Borealis in the background.
Okay, amazing. Take it away. Wonderful. And you say that song was inspired by the Northern Lights.
Yes.
Have you ever spoke to someone with synesthesia to ask them what they see?
No.
Because synesthesia is that cognitive, I think it is, thing in your brain where you hear songs or something and you see colours.
Oh, really?
So really interesting if they actually
Cool.
see
I've
the
never heard of
colours.
that.
It's called synesthesia. Try and find someone on
have a look at
Facebook,
that,
and that'd be quite interesting.
Yeah.
If they see the colour, you know you've done right. If they see black and white, then you've done wrong, obviously.
Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll have to try that.
Awesome. Okay, so what musically has inspired you other than the Aurora Borealis?
I haven't done a huge amount of composing, but when I have, it's mainly been, things in terms of like a location,
Okay.
so like the Red River, or like something I can see visually, like the Aurora. I mean, I've only looked at Google. I haven't actually been to Norway.
I've only seen it in The
Simpsons. But yeah, a new piece I've started working on is I haven't quite finished it yet, so I won't be able to show it. But it's using a loop pedal, and it's basically trying to create the effect of like raindrops.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like weird kind of rain dance kind of thing. But,
That sounds interesting. I look forward to seeing that one day.
but yeah, no, that should be hopefully ready for Hellies or later this summer.
Speaking of Hellies, you've got your own little slot today, haven't you?
Yeah.
Not today, on the festival, I mean.
Yeah, I checked it today. It's on the last day, Saturday, the 31st of August at 4 p.m. I've got an hour slot.
Nice, because usually every time I've seen you there, you've just been opening for someone. So it must be nice to have your own.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I played
an opening for you.
Yeah, no, definitely. For me, it's it's really nice to see how I'm evolving into more of my own artist. The previous 2 years have been great, supporting for international guitarists. Last year I supported Pat Coldrick from Ireland.
Oh, he was amazing, wasn't he?
And the year before, Florian Pellier from Austria, I think. It was good fun to do that. But yeah, now's the time. I feel like I can do my own show.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to filming you there.
Yeah, cheers.
So you just before you telling me, you just had your uni show.
Yes.
How did you feel that went?
It went really well. I've luckily graduated with a 2-1 overall. So
Nice,
that's
well
really
done,
nice.
well done.
But yeah, no, it went really well. It's nice to do a mixture of original stuff, because I've only just, it's kind of like last year, started composing stuff. And obviously it's quite a long process, It's a lot of rubbish, and the good stuff has taken a while to kind of transition into. But yeah.
Okay. Do you want to give us another track?
Yeah, sure. Just have to retune a second.
He's just ready, everyone.
Let's try.
Always covered up his pedals with his paper. This should be interesting.
Yeah. So this, as well as I've mentioned doing my own stuff and classical guitar repertoire. Something that I've started to do is basically turn well-known songs, from rock and pop and metal, and put them all on one instrument, the classical guitar.
Okay.
So this is No Surprises by Radiohead. I think it's from the album OK Computer. But yeah.
Sweet, take it away, man. That was beautiful. So that was a Radiohead song.
Yeah.
Really makes me want to listen to Radiohead now. I never have. I might give them a go now.
Yeah, no.
So what made you choose classical guitar over, well, any other kind of guitar genre?
It was mainly at the school I learnt in Helston. They didn't have any other kind of guitar lessons, so I probably would have gone for electric.
Okay.
But
So you're not
the only ones that were on offer were classical.
So you're not like a classical fan over other genres. You just did it because you had to.
It's difficult when you put it like that. I suppose not. I think it was the only thing that
Okay.
the only way to get into the guitar at that age was to go down that route. And I've always, never been a singer, so
That's fair.
it's always kind of more instrumental music that I've always been into and always loved playing.
Okay.
But yeah, just at the minute, it's definitely just trying to branch out of the kind of whole, classical repertoire. Just do some more interesting stuff with the classical guitar as an instrument.
Okay. So what made you choose to do like popular songs on the classical guitar?
It's mainly what I listen to. Like,
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of like classic 70s rock, and then some of the kind of like more alternative stuff in like the 90s, like Radiohead, and it was just an idea that I had. I wonder what it sounds like on a classical guitar. It sounded fab, and then doing kind of weird techniques like the pinch harmonics, and then the pedals with that extreme like kind of reverby chorus sound as well.
Okay. So have you had any big gigs recently, or what's like your biggest gig?
Just trying to think. November last year, I had my first tour, where I played 3 shows around Cornwall and sold out at the Poly in Falmouth, which was really cool. I've obviously played support for a couple of artists at the Hellies. But yeah, I think those kind of things are definitely my biggest achievement so far.
Okay, what's your favourite concert so far? Your personal favourite?
I think the Poly in Falmouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It was just nice to see. I really value my friends and stuff in Falmouth that I've met through uni, and they're all very supportive and everyone goes to each other's gigs and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely my favourite so far, just to see and it wasn't just my friends. There's a whole variety of demographic in the audience that really enjoyed my music. So,
what would you say is your main demographic currently?
At the minute, during uni it was definitely my friends, kind of people my age. But yeah, it's definitely more like my parents' age.
Okay.
But yeah, they kind of appreciate that I'm doing something different and exciting, I suppose.
Okay. Do you want to give an example of something different?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. That's really interesting.
I just have to retune this.
You just gotta get ready again, guys. What tuning are you going? What tuning are you going into?
So I was in drop D then, for Radiohead, and I'm just going back into standard. Yeah, I've always playing through classical guitar. I've always played in standard tunings.
Okay.
Or drop D.
The dad tuning.
So let's try something a little bit different. This is one of the themes from Star Wars.
Okay.
Which is something else I love to play. This is the Force theme from episode 4.
Take it away. Marvelous. Hopefully, those at home can't hear the audio difference, but we're actually recording in my home studio today. And my girlfriend from our bedroom just messaged me to say to you, tell him his music is dope and he's very talented.
Oh, thank you so much. Cheers.
She's just down the corridor.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Oh, cheers.
So why Star Wars? I understand the Radiohead and Metallica and all the other, but why Star Wars?
There's something special about this. The music from Star Wars. In fact, I'm all instead of like the main themes that you might suspect, even though that is a main theme. There's a lot of Star Wars music that doesn't get appreciated perhaps as much as I think it. I kind of. Sorry.
It's all right.
I hold it in quite a high regard. A lot of the themes that are quite small in terms of how they're situated in the films. But listening, I've pretty much all the film soundtracks, and then listening to them, and they have extended versions at the end, and then just listening to them, go, wow, that's really beautiful. And then arranging it for guitar pretty much by ear.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's your own arrangement.
Yeah. So the original stuff is obviously all my own stuff, and then the arrangements of like the Radiohead and Star Wars.
Okay.
It's all my own.
So how'd you go about arranging it? Because I know nothing about music. I just play it for these people.
So I quite often, first start out by just googling, see what's out there, and a lot of the time there isn't anything, or if it is, it's quite a bad arrangement. Then some of the notes are wrong, or the fingering's wrong, or if it's in the wrong key and stuff like that. So I sometimes either just basically look at what that is, and then edit it, or I just start from scratch.
Okay.
And yeah.
What's your favourite piece that you've arranged, would you say?
Oh, I don't know. I do enjoy all of them quite equally. I've always been a fan, of the Star Wars and that Radiohead piece.
Okay. Remember you saying to me at your graduation you did 15 minute long melody of the...
Yes, so for my final uni concert, I arranged, I think it was in total about 12 of the themes from Star Wars into a classical guitar medley with all the different effects. And then I played them with the help of yourself to clips of the Star Wars films to represent where the themes were situated in the films.
Yeah, I would say I made it, but George Lucas did most of the work. I just put it all together. No, I remember last Hellies, you and Ben Southfield, who was on the show last time, did a rendition of Careless Whisper by George Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I've never seen him so happy.
Yeah, he's definitely got a guilty pleasure for that song.
Because obviously,
he won't admit it though.
No, well. So obviously Ben taught you, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I started having lessons at the school. Okay. But they were kind of group lessons, and I wasn't learning as fast as I think I wanted to. Okay. Because I wanted to study music for GCSE, so I didn't really have an interest in much other stuff, to be honest. And I was never much of like an academic, really. So then it was weird. So I'm initially from Gurmo, which is a tiny little village on the way to Penzance from Helston. It's kind of situated right in the middle. And there was this lutenist playing a concert in the church there that my mum took me to go and see, and it was Ben. And this was when I was about 12 years old. So
when he still had long hair.
So yeah, still had long hair, and he was wearing the shades.
Oh, classic Ben.
And yeah, I just thought, I wonder if he does lessons. And me and my mum went up after the show, and it just started from there, I guess.
Fantastic. Do you have an example of a classical piece you could play for us?
Oh, I haven't played
something old, something OG as the youth are saying.
Just trying to think.
I've put him on the spot now.
No, it's fine. There's the thing is, like, looking at myself as an artist, I haven't played a huge amount of classical repertoire for a while. Okay. I can play you a piece by Pat Coldrick, which is very classical.
Yes, I do love him.
If I can remember it.
So when I had Paul Brim and Blush on, I ended up making them do Take Me On completely unrehearsed. So.
Oh well. Cool. Yeah. So we'll go. If this goes to plan, this is Lament by Pat Coldrick.
Take it away. What was that piece called again?
So that's called Lament.
Okay, it was lovely.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
So which one of these pedals would you say is your favourite and why?
I mean, the go-to one that I always use is this chorus effect, which I have in the bottom left. But I'll give you a demo without
Excellent.
it. This is a D chord. With it on, has that kind of shimmery.
Okay, sort of ethereal sound.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Then potentially my second most used pedal is this delay. Without it again, with delay.
Nice.
It's quite similar.
I like it.
And the two together just kind of create this wall of sound.
Correct, they do, don't they? It's like that bit in Back to the Future where the music hits him and eats him across the room. Can you show us? You showed me earlier the Mel 6 one.
Yeah, sure.
I really love the sound of that one.
So this is called the Mel 9 by Electro Harmonics, and it's basically a tape replay machine pedal, which basically recreates some of the sounds that they used in the 1920s on the Mellotron keyboards. So at the minute I have it set on a choir sound.
That's wonderful.
But yeah, it has a whole host of other things. I'll just change it.
He's got to bend down to do it. He can't do it all by his feet.
Sorry. It's on a little dial. So it has an orchestra effect.
That's wonderful. I like that.
And all sorts of stuff. It has cello and strings, which is basically just the orchestra sound, but quite smaller. So the cello's lower and the strings are higher. Has a flute, clarinet, saxophone.
Of course it does.
4-part brass, and then 2 different choir settings.
So what would you use that pedal for?
The only thing I've used it on is the guitar walls for the start of Duel of the Fates.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. What's it?
That's great. That's really good. I like that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I haven't found quite a lot of them. Of the pedals I have, I widely use them in pretty much all of my pieces.
Okay.
Maybe the distortion less. I only really use it on like the Metallica and more metally stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it's trying to find a use for all of them equally.
Would you be able to do us a bit of Metallica?
Yeah, sure.
I do love me some Metallica. I don't get to play it on here because it's not local. They're a big established band, but I do love me a bit of Metallica.
Yeah, sure. Let me just retune up. So this is a piece called Nothing Else Matters, which actually features the loop a lot more than the other pedals in this one. So yes, definitely interesting.
Amazing. All right, take it away, man. marvellous.
Thank you.
So I was looking down at my phone and looked back up at you, and you just weren't playing, but the music was coming. How does... Obviously, it's your loop pedal, but how did you work out what bits to loop?
So listening to the song, it's whenever arranging for guitar, especially when I'm doing the loop, I'm listening to mainly the different guitar lines.
Okay.
In fact, I think I even for this piece, I researched and managed to find an official Metallica. I think it's 3-part guitar and bass notation sheet.
Okay.
Which I used as the basis for the piece, but then there's obviously the melody line of the vocalist, which I had to basically learn from ear and then play over the top, and then but yeah, there's obviously for the main loop there's that main part. So the main loop is firstly it's the guitar part, which is. Then there's the melody part, which is
Nothing else
similar.
matters.
Yeah. Then the bass, which is basically just doing the root note of the chords. Underneath.
Okay.
Then I go back and basically add the initial guitar part, but with live harmonics. So I basically do. And then on the last time of the loop, I put in the lead guitar solo, which is.
It's very impressive.
And yeah, it's just taken a long time to fit it all together.
I can imagine. It's quite a lot. You're doing 4 men's work at once.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, so we've got 6 minutes left. Is there anything you want to say to the audience? Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to sell? Anyone you want to call out?
I don't know. My mum's probably listening, so... Hey, Mum.
Hello, Emilio's mother. He's doing good.
Yeah, I haven't really got too much else to play at the minute. Been working on a lot of new stuff recently with an ensemble, which I had feature in my end of year performance, and a few of them are hopefully going to be able to tag along at Helly's. So I've got Harry Millen on drums, Ethan Roberts on electric guitar, Chris Baker on bass guitar, Ewan Line on keyboards, and Dylan Dutop Main on violin. So there's 6 of us in total. And yeah, it's just bringing a different edge to a lot more of my music at the minute.
Well, that sounds really quite good. So I'm just trying to find a song to play us out with. That sounds really good. I'm really looking forward to seeing you at Helly's.
Yeah, that should be good.
Okay, so in that case, to play us out, we're going to keep the nice, chill, calm mood with Eve Goodman with Sameness Wheel. Thank you very much for being on, Emilio.
Thank you very much for inviting me down.
You're more than welcome. So this is going to be our last song, so I'll do my quick sponsored stuff as I always do. I have been, and I will continue to be, Daniel Philbrooks. I am, apart from doing this as a hobby, I'm a professional videographer. If you need a video for anything at all, email me at dmabrokos@aol.com or go to shirtandtieproductions.com and you can find a way to contact me there. Are you a musician looking for a music video or to have a concert filmed? Are you a local business in need of an advert? Are you getting married or have an event you'd like captured forever on film? Shirt and Tie Productions are a video production company who take pride in being able to create a video for anything you could possibly need. So please contact us 077 09 086 176 or at dmabrooks@aol.com. That's dmabrooks@aol.com or via Facebook to discuss your video future. Shirt and Tie Productions. Videos of class.